Peter and I just got into a huge fight. It's been a busy week. I've been looking into fundraising events and strategies while still attending class. And also doing homework. I know that's what you were gonna ask, Mom. So I kind of forgot to tell Peter about my New Year's resolution. I just assumed he'd be supportive. He's supposed to be my best friend after all. But I guess that's too much to ask. First of all, we were supposed to meet for lunch, but then he bailed on me for some new girl. Wendy, I think her name was. Not that it's my business, but I don't even know where he finds all these girls. I mean, we both go to the University of Waterloo, a school known for engineering. And from experience, I know that less than 1/5 of the classes are girls. And yet, it's always one or another. Last week it was Lily, I think, and now this Wendy girl. What lucky girls, right? What lucky girls. Anyways, since apparently Peter gets away with everything, we rescheduled for dinner. We were supposed to meet at 6 at the pita place. So I get there at 6. And is he there? No. So I wait. And I wait. And yet, no Peter! This time he didn't even have the courtesy to text me before not showing up. I have class at 7, which Peter knows, and which is why we plan to have dinner at 6. By 6:30 I was so mad, I went over to the frat house. I mean, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to say to Peter, but I wanted to say something. In retrospect, I guess I was hoping that I wouldn't have to say anything. I would just show up and he would be really sorry and beg forgiveness, and then we would grab a late dinner after class. But no. Him and about 6 lost boys, a nickname I've secretly given to all the frat boys who haven't declared majors. There's that many of them. We're crowded around the Xbox. Business as usual. Peter didn't even remember we had plans. And when I reminded him, he just shrugged it off and said we could hang out whatever, what was the big deal? Of course, tonight of all nights, my battery dies in the middle of the filming. Ignore the slight readjustment. Anyways, moving on. I can't believe he couldn't even take 5 seconds to text me. I mean, was it that important that he beat Toodles at Neverland, or whatever that dumb pirate game they're always playing is called? I mean, I feel like I'm asking for the bare minimum here. That wasn't even the worst part though. The worst part was when I came back after class and I told him about this great idea I had, like I'd been trying to all day, and he didn't even care. I know I can't change the world by myself, but I'm not exactly a social butterfly. So I was going to Peter hoping for help, but he totally just shut me down. He wouldn't stop talking about this dumb Coney 2012 campaign that was about capturing this guy, but really it was just an awareness thing that accomplished nothing except for more people realize they're a problem. It's a problem, but clearly that doesn't actually fix the problem, or we wouldn't have so many problems in the first place, and it just made me so upset, and I thought he would support me, out of everyone. He's supposed to be my best friend, right? So at that point, I just left. I mean, what else could I do? I know I said I didn't like Peter the way that Lily or Wendy or any of those girls do, but I still wish he cared enough about me to, keep track of our plans and at least give my ideas a shot sometimes. Me and Peter met during Frosh Week, which is over 2.5 years ago. But even when our friendship was newer, it had the ease of a longer one. We just always, clicked. I don't want to sacrifice all that. Once, Peter told me that he feels magically better when I'm around. Like his worries would just float away. I used to think that was really sweet. But now I wish he would pay attention to the problems in our world. Or at least stop willfully ignoring them. The only time things are fixed simply by believing they will be is in fairy tales. Anyways, I've basically lost the light now, so I'm gonna go and just sleep and hopefully feel better when I wake up. I'm Tink, and these have been my thoughts.